everybody. Hello there, YouTube. BtheRiderPa on my lovely 2021 Route Glide Limited. It's the last day of the year, last ride of the year. So I did almost 15,000 miles this year. Pretty good, considering I really didn't go any really long trips. So next year I got a long trip, so it'll probably be a little bit more. But hey, I see a lot of my friends are out riding today. Some people were off. I could have been off. I'm the senior guy. I should have just took it off and went riding. But no, not me. I got to go to work. I'm upgrading my stereo. And pretty soon, here sometime here in the next month or so, we'll be installing a stage 1 speaker system on my bike with a Fosgate amp. The BtheRider, Harley BtheRider is going to come over and we're going to get together and corroborate that. This should be an interesting video because he's good with the video and I'm good with the mechanics. So we'll see what turns out pretty good or not. And hopefully it works out. But anyways, yeah, there was a couple polar bears that got changed today because tomorrow on the 1st it's supposed to rain. And people are like, well, you're not doing a polar bear ride on the 1st. Well, it's pouring rain. You're not going to ride your motorcycles in the rain. I don't care who you are, unless you're really, really crazy. But for the most part, 99.9% of us are not going to ride our bikes in the pouring rain. And be cold and wet on top of that. Not going to happen. I don't mind the cold, but I sure don't like the rain if I don't have to. Especially when it's cold. Summer's okay. Winter, no. So I had to change one of the rides I got going on this for New Year's I changed mine to next Saturday. So hopefully the weather will be nice. And if it isn't, oh well, move on. My hog chapter had theirs. The other hog chapter has theirs tomorrow. And the other hog chapter, apparently their dealership is closing down. So if you haven't noticed, Harley-Davidson's been consolidating their Harley dealers because they just don't have enough market to keep its sustainability, apparently. When you got dealerships that are only 20, 25, 30 miles from each other, you start getting into sustainability issues. And people are like, oh, they're closing shops. Well, yeah, because there's not as many people riding bikes. There just isn't. The older generation from that time period have all gotten to their 70s. And the demographics is getting smaller, back to what it was in the early 60s. So the population of riders is not going to support that many dealers as they did in the 80s through the 90s, especially in the 90s when you had people don't realize like West Coast choppers was kicking that and everybody was choppering, everybody was riding motorcycles, everybody was in their 50s or late 40s, had good jobs, you know, could afford a motorcycle and had factory jobs, they had vacation time. All that stuff contributes to the economy and what people do. Now, the younger generation, they're not spending the money. They like the freedom, but they don't want to spend the big money on a $30,000 bike. They'll buy a small bike, and they're young enough they can camp and have a good time, which is fantastic because that just rebuilds the industry all over again. And now they're talking electricity, electric and stuff. There's so many variables. Unless we come up with another quicker fuel source, I can't see that change until we just run out of fuel. And there's other ways to make fuel besides oil and gas. You can make it from corn, vegetables. There's all kinds of ways to make a burnable fuel. It's just the technology has to catch up with what the fuels are and so forth. But in either case, I don't see it ever going away because you can't get what you get from a fossil fuel through electricity. Not unless they come up with some miraculous, other way. Like I said, technology catches up with what they want to do. That being said, being the last ride of the year, we're going to go, I got a call, I have to go help one of my friends with something. So that changed my riding plans a little bit. Some of the guys are going to meet, but they're like meeting at 4. Well, it gets dark at 5. And I'm not going to go meet somewhere at 4 o'clock and stand there and bullshit and ride back in an hour. I'm going to ride the bike, not to go stand bullshit somewhere at a bar. Anyways, so it's New Year's Eve. Gotta go out and have a few with my lovely bride and chill out. And I'll probably go to bed, sleep by 9 o'clock. Tomorrow I have a luncheon with the other hog chapter, which they do every year. Even though it's going to rain, they'll still get together for the ride. Nobody will really ride because most of them are pretty old, so they really just don't ride. Then next weekend I have the other one with the Legion riders, and we'll see how that goes. Depending on the weather, some of my combat vet buddies said they were going to show up, and see if anybody else shows up. I have a really good following on that page. We do a big ride every year, so we're hoping it'll be really big this year. Changing a few things, revamping a little bit. I have to talk to some of the people who run the charity, the foundation that we donate to. Hopefully here soon this week. They're supposed to let me know what is good with them to meet and go over what goes on, because I have no idea. I never run it. Wasn't really a big part of doing anything with it, so I have to learn all that. But hey, it's going to be another great year, and we hope that the new year will bring lots of riding, and be a ride more. Ride more. Remember that. Ride more all summer. Ride more. That's what you want to do. Ride more. Got the VAM meetup, I guess. I'm decided to go to the VAM. I got V-Twin Visionaries, which is another cool ride I went to last year. If you haven't checked that out, look that up on the web. Go to that. Head for the hills down in West Virginia. That'd be another great freaking weekend. Awesome time down there. Everybody was really nice. It's a great place. There's lots of beautiful roads. There's not a whole bunch of hotels. If you're a hoteler, it might not be for you. And if you do, you got to book early. There's a hotel down the road. Check into that. It's in Ritchie County, West Virginia. It's only like 2.5 hours from me. Great place to go. Most of my rides are in June. I'm going to Kentucky, and I got a few things I want to see in Kentucky. Mammoth Caves, Glass Bottom Kayaks. What else? Jim Beam Factory, Marcus Mark Factory. There's some wineries. I guess there's silent places down there. There's a train. I can't wait to go on the train. I'm trying to get a hold of people with the train, a bourbon train. Dinner on the train, I love riding trains once in a while. Dinner, I like doing the fancy thing, have the dinner and all that. It's really great. So we'll see how that works out. But that's about it. I say this will be a quick one. I can kick this out tomorrow morning, and on New Year's Day. And Happy New Year to y'all. Hope y'all see y'all sometime this summer. All those other YouTubers I know that I've met at VAM, I will be in town. Last year I stayed at the campgrounds. I really didn't get a chance to talk to anybody or anything, or see many people. I was in and out too much. It was a long ride back and forth to the campgrounds, which is a beautiful campgrounds. But if you're going to go to VAM, you pretty much got to stay close to town so you can stay with everybody. Y'all know the hotel. I'll probably be in the same hotel, I think. So hopefully I'll get to meet some of y'all this year. I do have a bunch of stickers. At some point I got to do a sticker video, I guess. Everybody seems to do one. But all the ones that are following me on Instagram and stuff, hey, it's all great. I hope to see y'all. I don't think Mother Half's going to come this time. Yeah, she came last time. I don't think she's coming this time. So, but anyhow, we'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe. And we'll keep trying to come up with something better this year. Got some more camping to do this year, so hopefully I get some more camping videos. It seems to be what people like to see is what you're camping. So I got some new things going on this year. And, going along, I think a 7 or 8 day camping for the timeout. So it'll be 7 or 8 days of camping with a timeout. Should be pretty good. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Like I said, hit the like and subscribe. And like I always say, I'm out.